Hey guys and girls, my name's Dan and welcome back to The Forge. In this episode of Trust Me, I'm a blacksmith. I'm going to turn this piece of bark into a hammer like this. So I'm going to take this piece of pre-forged fork truck tine. It's 36 square fork truck tine by 100mm long. Comes out about £2. I'm going to turn it into a cross peen hammer that looks like this one. And the customers asked for this type of hammer, but there are 3 types of hammers that come with a set. This cross peen, a ball peen, and a rounding hammer. So the next video in this series will be me heat treating the punches and the hammer, and also making the handle for the hammer, putting it in a box and chucking it in the post for Thomas. So that should all be done this week, hopefully, fingers crossed, and then I'll get everything up on the website. So you check out the video and I'll see you on the other side. as if by magic, it's done. Don't ask me what happened to the footage in between the last hammer blows of the Wednesday night and this, but I can't find them. So I made a bit of a mistake. I've got some images of me polishing this and fitting the handle a little bit, so you'll see some of that in just a second. But yeah, that's one finished kit. Sorry that I lost the footage. So I try not to film too much grinding as part of the channel. Personally, I think grinding's boring. It's a long, laborious task, and a lot of people aren't very good at it. I'm one of those people. But I do know how to use an angle grinder, and there are some nice little things on the market you can get your hands on that I've been using for quite a while now to polish the hammer faces up. 120 grit linishing discs are quite good. These like flap discs will take down to a nicest finish. And then these Scotch-Brite pads, they come in a varying degrees of grit as well. You get a red one, a brown one and a blue one. The red one being the most aggressive, this brown one being a middle aggression, and then the blue ones being a finishing one. And then you can buy all this in a kit from Bronco, not sponsored, and I wish. And they have this polishing set function thing on there, and a couple of sets of the soap, the polishing soap to go with it. So it's like a polishing mop. And it brings up to a nice finish, so that's what I'm going to do now. And then once I've done a couple of these with this, I'm going to flip the handle over and do the other end, and then yeah. So that is the finest grit Scotch. Comes out quite nice, to be fair. I mean, I'd leave it at that, but I'm going to polish these up nice and shiny. As if by magic. There you are, nice and shiny. Almost a mirror finish. They're not perfect, but the hammers, they're not going on walls to be looked at, so. The both ends to handle we've soaked a little bit. Now all I'm going to do is wipe the excess of both ends onto the rest of the handle. This wood's sapele. It's an African hardwood, and it's got a really messy grain inside. So its acoustic quality is quite poor, which means it's good at protecting your hand against vibrations. With a little bit of beeswax. Just going to put it straight on top of this oil. Get that all in there nicely. Makes it a bit darker, the stain, and it'll waterproof the wood out real nice. Absolutely stoked for this toolkit. This hammer as well has come out lovely. The new shaped handle's looking grand as ever. So hopefully Thomas is going to like it as much as I have A, enjoyed making it, and B, I do like it myself. I'm so proud of this work. It's as good as anything out there, and it's got a lot of heart and soul in it. So I think it's worth it. But if you want to get your hands on any of these tool sets, like I said before, this comes as a £2 set. You can get yourself a ball peen or a rounding hammer of this version, this size. If you want to be a bit more glam and glitz, if you're already a blacksmith and you're looking to expand your toolkit a little bit, for a bit more money, you can get your hands on the £3 set. £3 set is a different pair of tongs from a list of tongs, and also a different set of punches and chisels, and also it's a £3 hammer, not the £2 hammer. This set here was orientated around beginners and the things that were put on the list that I should bring to college with me when I started, and there's a few variations on it. It's not exactly the same, but it is almost exactly the same, and it's the things like these tongs, for example. I made a pair of these tongs, I use them all the time now, they're great, and just bits and bobs like that really. And they're also, this kit is also sort of base level. You'll learn techniques using each one of these tools that will help you improve into the future, and then you can go on to make your own chisels and your own punches in the way that you like to work. But these are a good place to start, I think, in my opinion. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you are a subscriber, remember to ring that little bell that's next to the subscribe button, because that will give you notifications of every time I make a video. And I try and make videos as often as possible. It's coming up to a slightly slower patch in the other job I do, so I'm going to be able to get down here loads and loads now, which will be really, really good. So chuck your comments down below, let me know what you think of the starter set, let me know of any other ideas for any other sets or kits or things that I could do and make. I've really enjoyed making this series, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. But yeah, whatever you like to chuck in the comments, do that. But I would like to know what you guys would also like as sets. Also, if anyone does have any ideas for kits, and you want to contact me privately through an email, and then we can talk about making the kit and maybe making a video out of it, I'm keen for that as well. You'll get yourself something a little extra. That's everything, I think. So thank you for joining me, guys. I've really enjoyed making this set. I hope you've really enjoyed this little series. I will put a link up to part 1 here. I'll chuck a link down to part 2 there. This is my Patreon. This is a great way to help the channel if you want to, and subscribe down below. Oh yeah, buying stuff is also a great way to help the channel if you want to support me as well. So thanks for joining me, guys. See you later. Bye bye.